The Stanford Cardinal host Hawaii in Week 0, and this will be a rematch of a Week 0 meeting last year in Hawaii. The Rainbow Warriors won that game with a late field goal, but this time around, Stanford will be a home favorite, and money's coming in on the Cardinal. They're a 4.5-point favorite, and the total sits at 50.5. These people betting Stanford, they must be seeing something that I'm not seeing. We're going to cover this game as part of our series, covering every game in Week 0 and Week 1 here at Wager Talk TV. Let's get right into it. Let's talk Hawaii and let's talk Timmy Chang. He took over a program that was a complete dumpster fire, and his first game was at home against Vanderbilt, and they got their teeth kicked in, losing 63-10. However, he was able to turn things around, build a successful program. They're coming off a 9-win season in 2025, and they won their bowl game in dramatic fashion by a score of 35-31 against Cal in the Hawaii Bowl last year. Yeah, we were on Hawaii in that one. Come from behind victory. Very sweet. Micah Alahado, one of the best quarterbacks in the Mountain West. He threw for 3,106 yards, 24 touchdowns, 9 picks on 66% passing last year. And he did it with a foot injury that he sustained in Week 0 against Stanford. And I would say that if he was healthy the entire season, he would have put up much bigger numbers, and Hawaii would have had a higher ceiling. He's expected to be healthy for this game coming into this season. Hawaii is bringing back plenty of talent around him. The senior wide receiver, Ashlock, he had 14 catches for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns in the bowl game against Cal. This team's regular season win total sits at 7.5. They're one of the teams considered to be contenders in the Mountain West. They're not exactly favorites, but 5-1 to win the conference. And when you look at the Mountain West this year, Fresno State, Boise State, San Diego State moving on to the Pac-12, and then you look at the 3 teams that have shorter odds to win the conference, North Dakota State, New Mexico, and UNLV. Well, Hawaii gets all of those guys at home in Honolulu. So this Hawaii team, look out. I think they're an undervalued commodity. Hawaii was very good to us last year. Those of you who remember, we had Hawaii in Week 0. We had Hawaii in their bowl game. We had Hawaii in their home game against San Diego State. I believe they won that game by a score of 38-6 as a 7.5-point underdog. And I like this Hawaii team. They were 7-1 at home last year. So a team that was 7-1 at home last year, and they get all their tough conference games at home. Yeah, the sky's the limit for Hawaii, in my opinion. We're going to talk about the Stanford Cardinal, but before we do, please allow me to tell you about a few promotions we have available at Wager Talk for this football season. Let's get it started with the NFL. Preseason is just about to start, and wouldn't you know it, I swept the board. I was a perfect 6-0 with the NFL preseason last year, and then I went on to sweep Week 1 as well. So I started the season winning my first 10 NFL picks preseason and Week 1. And the folks at Wager Talk are good enough to offer you the preseason 100% free if you purchase the first month of the regular season at the regular price of $179. So you get the preseason for free if you sign up for the first month. That's a pretty good deal. You can get that right now at Wager Talk. I mentioned we liked Hawaii last year. There it is. Look at that good-looking guy. We had Hawaii as an underdog. I said they win outright. Of course, by the time that game kicked off, they were actually a favorite. But I'm looking at this 4.5, and I think it's another case of the wrong team favored. Look out. If you're looking for my college football futures, I got 5 regular season win totals available on my page. You can get all 5 for $25. As you can see, we're coming off another winning football season. We dominated in the college football playoffs, and as you can also see, that's been the case 5 years in a row now. So nothing new, just according to business or as scheduled. Let's get back into the video. Let's talk about the Stanford Cardinal. They were just 4-8 overall last year, 3-5 in the ACC. They ranked 16th in the ACC in total offense. Only Bill Belichick's North Carolina Tar Heels were worse. They ranked dead last in scoring offense, 19 points per game. They ranked dead last in the ACC against the pass, allowing opponents to average 289 passing yards per game. That could be a problem against one of the better quarterbacks in the country in Alejado. And they've got a new coach, Tavita Pritchard, never been a head coach before. He was the quarterback coach for the Washington Commanders the last 3 seasons. So he worked with Jaden Daniels. He's probably they hired him for a reason. I wouldn't be surprised if he's able to do some good things here with this program. But expecting Stanford to be a favorite in week 1, new coach, new quarterback. They bring in Davis Warren from Michigan. I don't know if you remember the first year after Michigan won the Natty, the horrible quarterback play they had that season between Davis Warren and Alex Orji does not inspire a lot of confidence. In fact, if you look at the career numbers for Davis Warren, 7 touchdowns and 9 picks, just 5.8 yards per attempt, not great numbers. Now, this new head coach, Tavita Pritchard, is supposed to be a quarterback whisperer. Maybe he does turn things around here, but I think it's going to take a while. And I don't think in your season opener against a team that's got a lot of returning talent and a coach with Timmy Chang that's got this program on lockdown, they might be biting off more than they can chew. There's no way I'm laying points with this Stanford team. Their regular season win total, it's set at just 3.5. They're probably going to be an underdog in 9 or 10 of their 12 games this season. They're projected to finish last in the ACC again. And there's no way I'm laying points with the home favorite here. The play is going to be on Hawaii. Take the points. You probably won't need them, so sprinkle a little on the money line as well. We're going to ride Hawaii. We like Hawaii here at Wager Talk. So give us Hawaii. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you've got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, hit me up in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.